Pickle in My Pika, Piccolo x Kurapika by Tommy Dickles. It all started on one gay day in DBZ land. After tripping over Goen's stupid-ass fishing pole, Kurapika fell into another dimension, which just so happens to be the DBZ land. But this story has nothing to do with that. Kurapika walked over to the DBZ convenience store and bought a cherry vanilla Coke. Ordinarily, it would be tasty, but Tonpa was being a dick as usual and switched it out for Diet Coke. Ew! This angered Kurapika greatly as he punched the clerk and walked out fuming.
I'm very angry,
he yelled, visibly fuming. Kurapika cooled down a little after he noticed a beautiful green man selling popsicles at the popsicle stand. Hey, kiddo, wanna pop my popsicle stand? Big Green said, smirking like a huge cock. No, said Kurapika, getting into his hover jeep. However, Big Green had a knack for breaking jeeps, so he did just that, but not before pinning Kurapika down in the utmost sexual of ways. Said Kurapika, shouting. I like it when you shout, Yellow Big Green, like a fucking pedophile. So Kurapika had a clever idea as he began to whisper quietly, He was desperately trying to avoid a gay fanfiction. However, the authors, and Big Green, had other ideas to keep him in the story. Piccolo licked Kurapika's left neck and slowly reached his hand towards Kurapika's knee. Gay! Yelled Kurapika. Piccolo clenched his teeth and began to get frustrated by Kurapika's remark. It's not! Gay! Clearly, he was trying to make himself look more hetero than he really was, because one time Piccolo's dad scolded him for being into dudes, which is really weird if you think about it, because I'm pretty sure all Neptunese are asexual and genderless. But fuck it, we already wrote this much. Piccolo unzipped his Namekian penis and smacked Kurapika with it full force, sending Kurapika flying backwards into a building, collapsing it on top of him. Okay, that's it, Kurapika said, as he went full-on Super Saiyan God speed. Kurapika punched Piccolo with Piccolo's penis wrapped around Kurapika's arm and spun him around, and Piccolo's elbow dived him into the ground. Too fucking bad Kurapika never read the manga or watched the anime, because he'd know that Piccolo could stretch any part of his body, including his green pickle. His penis slowly inched towards Kurapika's ear, but Kurapika jumped out of the way and pulled out his Super Saiyan God wooden stick thingies. Stick it up your ass! He yelled, which is stupid because I'm pretty sure Piccolo would do that. So Piccolo did, and Kurapika began to run away. Not bad, Piccolo yelled, obviously quoting himself from Budokai series. Kurapika's feet were stopped by running into Vegeta's body, causing Kurapika to stop because Vegeta was in his way. You can't handle my Saiyan dick, said Vegeta in the most pornographic fashion Chris Sabat has ever uttered. So Kurapika pulled out his rape whistle and blew into it, tingling the signal to send out. Oh fuck, not him, said Kurapika. So it was him. He finally arrived. It was Xanxus from Katio Hitman Reborn. He was. Xanxus pulled out his dual mega pistols and popped a cap in Piccolo's ass. Piss shit vinegar! Yelled Piccolo, who clearly was just shouting random words at this point. Vegeta did not hear the gunshots or Piccolo screaming, as Vegeta was deaf. What? Vegeta screamed like a fucking hyena on meth. Piss shit vinegar! Yelled Piccolo. I can't hear you, you cocking fuck! Vegeta began to cry because he couldn't get the joke, so Piccolo pulled out a sign language book and studied. You'd think that Kurapika would run, but he actually sat there like a dumb sack of shit and waited for Piccolo to finish reading. So Piccolo did the sign languages. Piss shit vinegar! Yelled Piccolo in sign language. Oh, but I'm still blind! Said Vegeta, who wasn't even looking at Piccolo but was actually talking to a tree. Fuck! Shit-ass tits cunt farts! Shouted Piccolo. But just then, Vegeta remembered he brought a spare pair of hearing aids, and he heard the whole thing. Whoa, Piccolo! That's just ruined! I'm leaving, goodbye! Vegeta flew off on his Nimbus cloud. So with Vegeta out of the way, the authors could now finally concentrate on the plot. Except that we can't, because Xanxus is still fucking standing there. Piccolo grew a new pair of ass cheeks and rushed over to Xanxus. Suck my Namekin cucumber, you shit piss! Yelled Piccolo, whom I will now refer to as Pee-Pee, Poo-Poo Man, for the rest of the story. Xanxus blew his Suna whistle and Zuna showed up, but not just any Suna, it was underwear tuna fish. Fuck this! Shouted Pee-Pee Poo-Poo Man, realizing he has energy beam based attacks and fired at Xanxus. But if Pee-Pee Poo-Poo Man knew jack shit about Akira Amano's Hitman Reborn, he would know that Suna could just use the 0-point breakthrough revised technique to absorb energy attacks. Piccolo gawked like anime and his jaw dropped to the ground. If it on to internet, anything go, said Underwear Tuna as Standing Friends played in the background on his YouTube playlist. Suna used X Factor Beam and destroyed Pee-Pee Poo-Poo Man instantly into really burnt and crispy Namekin. I'm making Namekin burgers tonight, boys, said Tuna, who's a fucking cannibal now for some reason. So Underpants Suna, Xanarot, and Pika from the Dressrosa arc walked home and died on Namek burgers. I have been Farley Sweet and you have been you. Thank you for listening. Please consider liking, subscribing, and sharing. It really helps me out. I am done reading Tommy Dickle's stories because reasons. Wada wada ting bang. Have a scary got tattoo day. Where the fuck you are?
What is that?
It's a rape whistle.
The Canadian Women's Foundation, moving women and girls out of abuse and poverty and into confidence.